When Sotheby still had an auction house in Amsterdam, I would sometimes visit to browse through their estate sales. I enjoyed seeing these pieces of furniture, sometimes very grand, in a moment of limbo, when they had left their homes and were waiting for a new owner. You could even touch them if you wanted to, or ask one of the assistants to open up a chest or cupboard. If you liked, you could sit down on a chair or sofa and daydream about what had inspired the previous owners when decorating their homes. I rarely ever made a purchase. The prices were just too high, unless the item needed a lot of work. Thankfully, not all of the lots were sagging chaise longues, worn from the weight of 19th-century ladies, reclining languidly as they recovered from tiresome conversations with overbearing gentlemen. Leafing through the catalogue of the 2004 autumn auction, my eye fell on a lot titled Various Travel Accessories that included a Gucci suitcase. Gucci had regained popularity in the late 20th century, due in part to recollections of the company's rich Italian heritage. In this, they were following in the footsteps of Prada, the venerable leather goods specialist, which had given itself a major overhaul to become one of the best-known fashion brands at that time. Hermès and Louis Vuitton in France had jumped on the same bandwagon. They too had a rich history in the industry, associated with high-class equestrian sports like hunting and with early 19th century tourism, as the well-to-do began taking international train journeys in luxury carriages. The bags, suitcases, and scarves offered by these brands gave buyers instant access to that illustrious past, without having to mount a horse or travel the world. In the later series, the iconic Gucci logo and red and green strap were featured even more prominently. The leather suitcase I was eyeing up among the various travel accessories had this red and green strap, a vintage 60s model. During the bidding, I had some unexpected competition from a young man. I ended up having to pay double what I'd originally intended. But I'd simply set my mind on this suitcase. When I went round the back to collect it, there were some other belongings too. 2 boxes stood beside the case. They contained riding jackets, riding boots, a whip, hunting hats, 4 cocktail dresses, a fur stole, and 2 fur collars, boxes of black and white lace, a green leather jewelry box from Paris containing glittering buttons taken from a garment, and a collection of gold-colored curtain tiebacks. A 3rd box contained a number of large albums, which, on closer inspection, held postcards. I took everything with me. As I walked off, I was approached by my young nemesis from the auction. It turned out he was an Englishman, and had bid on the collection specifically for the riding jackets. He asked me what I was planning to do with them. I had no idea. They looked moth-eaten to me. He wanted to buy them, and I thought that I could at least recoup some of my losses after his bids had made the suitcase so much more expensive than planned.